Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Cap it. Go.
Here's Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they get this down to the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. It will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Herbert on first down. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Damian Pierce now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Escapes the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him, and it sets up 2nd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson. On the quick, right?
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud again. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Harris on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 37. On the move, headed right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Forced out to his right. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Houston.
Here we go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set.
Play action now for Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Not a bad first step for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. 380.
Back to the air, Herbert. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this one doesn't go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
Set.
They just get the play off. And he's taken down. So that's how our first quarter is going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. So we're through one. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
Signaled for and taken. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
First down, Stroud. Higgins makes the catch. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Look the hot. 118. Let's hit.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 12. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points.
Chargers 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. It's an excellent look on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. He brings it in. stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hampton. Can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's a design boot. Buying some time right. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Third and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Set. Grenade. Go.
Hampton trying the left side. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with a 4th and 3. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Let's go.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. He rolls to his right. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
21.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. That's it.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
118. What's up?
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Connects here with Jalen Noel. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Texans.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. The throw is caught. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Pressure comes. Stroud. The Bats got it. And for the Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
The Chargers first down.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Texans will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Look at hot. Over.
Throwing is Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Jump off caught by his back. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, but really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Tony.
Now it's Stroud. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Kaimi
Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Short pass brought in. There he goes, right sideline. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Lining up for the extra point.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans grow the lead now to 22 points.
Chargers 15. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Herbert. This is caught downfield by Allen. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He's keeping it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Into the gun, here's Hampton. He hits a wall, stumps at a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Working quickly here.
37-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got it to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. And they've got themselves another first and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. He takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that was scary, and he just made him pay.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
37, Chargers 21.
The Chargers just about ready, and there they go, sending it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Running to start the drive with Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and a yard at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Where's the hot? Hey, shout.
Stroud off of play action. Completed over the middle. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go. 118. Let's hit. 19 Texas.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and less than a yard.
From the gun, Stroud. Got his man. This is Noel. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. That one right down the middle. And the Texans stretch the lead to 23.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go. 380.
Now Herbert to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
3 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Set. Ready.
1st and 10, Herbert. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Herbert. He drops it down to Harris. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. Herbert now. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. They got one right there with that sack. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing now, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He's going deep down this side. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now Herbert again. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I mean, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. We got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. It's Herbert once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go and get your job done.
And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut into a 2-score game now, down 15. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.